since more than a year, almost 2 years now, Microsoft is partnering with Surfrider Foundation, which is an NGO who try to protect the oceans, in one of their key initiatives, which is Plastic Origins. Plastic Origins project aims to create a map of the plastic pollution in the rivers, with the aim or the hope that if we manage to catch the plastic pollution at the river level, so before we reach the ocean, it will be much more efficient to catch rather than when the plastic in this is in ocean, it's too big to be catch. So we're working with them to create software and AI to help them create this map of plastic pollution in rivers.
Tell us a little bit something about yourself and about how you came to Microsoft.
Yes, so I'm from a small village in Sardinia, Italy, and I think that growing up on a small island made me very curious about what's beyond the sea. I remember that I've been always interested in knowing more about people who live in foreign countries, about other cultures, other languages. I've studied in Germany. And then in Austria, I did several internships. And then I started working as a community manager, first in Hamburg, Germany, then in Milan, in Italy, before joining Microsoft 3.5 years ago. And I have to say that as a community manager, I was immediately fascinated by what Microsoft does with communities. And although I don't have a technical background because I've studied marketing and digital communication, I took this opportunity as a chance to learn and to grow.
One thing we do here at Microsoft is start with person first language. This would be a person with a disability, a person with dyslexia, or a person who uses a wheelchair. A great place to start. However, a lot of us who have disabilities prefer identity first language. I use a wheelchair and I have a mobility disability, and this is a really important part of who I am. So I identify as a disabled woman, as a mom, a lawyer, a coffee snob. You get the idea. This is really all a part of who I am. So you'll often meet people who are deaf, who are blind, autistic folks, who also prefer that person first language. And if you make a mistake, that's okay. Acknowledge your mistake, move on, and grow. And remember, we are all in this together. So for more information, you can go to aka.ms/disability etiquette to really learn a whole lot more.
And I heard a rumor that you may or may not have caught a company's attention and maybe gotten a job from TikTok, which seems impossible and the most 2020 thing I've ever heard, 2021 thing.
Yep, that is right. It's crazy to think that like a year ago I downloaded TikTok and then I made my first video. And just over a month ago, I started at Shopify because they found my TikToks, thought they were really great, and loved how I could communicate with developers. So that's a really crazy, very pandemic thing.
That's really awesome. I think one of the things that outlines, and you're about 2.5 years into your career, is it really showcases the fact that being a good communicator is a big part of being a technologist. Like a lot of people think you just like learn to code and they'll slide pizza under the door, but it's way more than that, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. And definitely when it comes from like marketing or trying to show your products, like being able to engage with developers who are your audience is really important.
How did I get into technology? Actually, I went to cybercafes and do a little bit of research in order to get back home and start studying and start doing things over there. But every time I had the opportunity to go to a cyber cafe, I used blogs. I used Microsoft blogs to ask questions. And a lot of people from Microsoft, actually advocates, now that they were named evangelists at that moment, they reached to me and helped me a lot. And they sent me books. And that's how I started reading and learning everything about technology.